New this morning, Meredith Kercher's family is speaking out, and they're calling for the extradition of Amanda Knox.
The Kercher family held a news conference this morning after yesterday's guilty verdicts of Knox and her former boyfriend, Raffaele Sollecito. King 5's Teresa Ewan is live now with the family's reaction. Teresa?
Good morning to you, Mimi. Meredith Kercher's brother says Amanda Knox should be extradited from the U.S. now that she's been found guilty a second time of murdering his sister. As you know, a guilty verdict was overturned back on appeals back in 2011. But now, after a third trial and another twist in this case, it's taken a toll on the Kercher family.
I think we're still on the journey to the truth, and it may be the fact that we don't ever really know what happens that night, which is obviously something that we all have to come to terms with.
Yesterday, the Italian court sentenced Knox to 28.5 years and Raffaele Sollecito to 25 years in prison. In the past, Knox has said she will only be extradited, quote, kicking and screaming. In a statement from Seattle, she called the latest guilty verdict unjust and said she was frightened and saddened by what she called a perversion of justice. Also new this morning, Raffaele Sollecito was stopped and detained at the Italian border. His lawyer says he was in the area just trying to visit his girlfriend and that he was also stunned by the guilty verdict. Here's his lawyer talking exclusively on the Today Show this morning.
Do you think he was trying to flee the country? Do you know anything about what he was doing there?
No, I had communicated with him yesterday. He had planned on being away from the courthouse, away from his home and, media hotspots after the verdict either way, so it wasn't unexpected. His passport had been flagged already. It wasn't like he could go to some border and use his passport and get across. So
flagged but not revoked.
Flagged but not revoked.
And looking ahead, the presiding judge has 90 days to write the arguments behind the jury's guilty ruling. After that, lawyers for both Knox and Sollecito have 90 days to appeal. And coming up in our next hour on Kong, what we're learning about a reported letter from Knox to the Kercher family. For now, live in Seattle, I'm Teresa Ewan, King 5 News. Mark, back to you.
All right.